Hello everyone. Yes. All right. So today's message. Some of you have been feeling a little bit wonky, drained, just bizarre lately. And the reason is because you actually have people getting readings on you or doing readings on you. Okay. I feel for my people out there watching, you have a lot of people that want to peer into your energy and see what you have going on. And this is for multiple reasons. One of the reasons is just plain curiosity. As you guys go through your spiritual transformations, you become a little bit more withdrawn and you realize that you don't really have to share anything with people that you don't want to. In the past, especially for some of you who identify with being a people pleaser, maybe you felt the need to reach out to certain people and explain the changes that you were making. But as you go through transformations, not only do you choose not to share with certain people, but also you don't even have the desire to or have the energy to. So as you guys go through transformations, you're just going to become more and more mysterious to people, and they're going to have to figure out different ways to figure out what you have going on. And again, because a lot of you guys are spiritual and talk about spirituality with a lot of people, maybe you were even the ones who did readings with people or on people. People think about you and they think about spirituality and they think about a way that they can kind of get inside your head because you guys, even though you're so good at helping others, you are people who mostly keep to yourselves, or a lot of the time people spend time with you and they end up talking more about themselves than you guys share about yourself. I feel like that's a big thing here in collective. Like the fact that you guys are always helping people. You can know everything about a friend of yours, but they can know nothing about you guys. And I feel like that's the reason why a lot of you guys have left friendships or relationships or romantic connections, because you felt like at the end of the day, people really were not caring to ask you what you had going on. And even at this point, the fact that people feel the need to get readings on you or try to do readings on you instead of just asking you is crazy. But again, there are some people here who lost access to you, like you blocked them and you don't want them in your energy, and that's why. But there's some people out there where you guys would actually appreciate them messaging you or asking you how you're doing instead of doing this crazy thing that they're doing, like going out of their way to peer into your energy or get readings on you, which is actually crazy. And there is another side of this message too as well that I'm hearing, that you got people who have crushes on you, so that's why they're getting readings about you. And this isn't even a gender inclusive thing. Like for my men out there, it could be women that are watching videos or tarot card reading videos about you, and for my women out there, men could be doing that. And there has been people out there that even purchase their own decks to try to like get a reading on you because you guys embody a very strong spiritual energy, and it got people opening up spiritually in a way they've never had before. And in order to try to understand what's going on with this, like people feel like they have to go into spirituality too, or they have to get into it too. And there are certain people that have gotten into spirituality just to connect with you guys or just to seem cool to you guys because they want something to talk to you about, if that makes sense. This is friends, or these people that could follow you guys if you guys post spiritual content. And for some of you, you're more low key with your spirituality, but anybody that knows you knows that you embody this divine feminine, divine masculine energy. And this isn't even about actual readings. Like a tarot deck doesn't even need to be involved for people to want to peer into your energy, even pray about you, even ask God about you, because they meet you and they're like, oh my gosh, is there something special about this person? I can't get them out of my mind. Some people, they feel like God has put you on their path, and that could be the truth, but there is a lot of people here who are delusional. I'm hearing Neptune, so some of you guys could have some strong Neptune or Pisces in your chart where people are always projecting onto you or idolizing you. But I hear a lot of different things going on here, a lot of different energies, a lot of different people, a lot of different situations coming through, and it's not all bad. There definitely is some aspects of this message that are a little creepy and weird, but we'll get into that as well. But the biggest thing that got people shook, guys, is that every time people peer into your energy, they get a block, but they also get a warning, okay, not to do this. And there has been people that have gone to bigger spiritualists or people that know a little bit more about the spiritual world, and they've been told, you need to stop messing with this person, you need to stop looking into them because this is none of your business. What they have going on has something to do with you. This person is very divinely protected, and people have actually told people that. And another thing I hear today is that there was somebody from your past that was convinced that you were their op or you were their enemy. Maybe people were in their ear, or maybe they just got confused or jealous. And they went to a spiritualist or a tarot card reader or somebody who was in tune. And this person told them that you were actually rooting for them. Like, you were actually helping them. Like, you wanted nothing but the best for them. And they were shook by hearing that message, because a lot of times people go to tarot card readers or spiritualists who tell them what they want to hear. But there was someone who told this person that you were rooting for them and you were actually a genuine person in their life. And the fact that they treated you that way, and the fact that they put you down, or the fact that they try to make an enemy out of you, or try to compete with you, or try to turn others against you, made them realize how bad of a person they are. Like, somebody actually went to someone who was honest with them that their behavior was wrong, and the fact they're even peering into your energy still, or worrying about what you have going on, is wrong. And there has been people that have told others to stop doing readings on you, stop messing with you. And there are people who are doing their own readings too as well, and in their dreams, God, the universe, your angels are coming to them and saying, stop getting in this person's energy. Like, what they have going on is none of your business, especially if this person is not a part of your life anymore. And for those that are on social media, or for those that have a following, or are working on that, or you see people on fake accounts watching you, there are people who have serious fan behavior that for whatever reason are comparing themselves to you. And there are people out there who get readings on you, or try to do readings on you to try to see what you have going on in life compared to what they do. And again, these people have gotten warnings, okay? And this is what got them shook more than anything else. There's a lot of things that people are shocked when they peer into your energy and find out, because you guys, again, you're mysterious, and people project their own thoughts and feelings onto you, thinking that you are thinking or feeling the same things that they are. Most of the time, I'm going to say this, 9 out of 10 times that people do this, they find out the most heartbreaking thing of all, that you guys just don't give an F. Like, you actually not thinking about them, you're not caring about them, you're not competing with them, you're just staying in your own lane. Like, people are so pressed that you guys do not give up. Yeah, and I don't want to curse on here, but I did a message, and you guys liked it a couple weeks ago, about how you got people talking about how you just don't care. Every time people talk about you or try to bring you up, you guys learn that not caring is your superpower, which is really just you guys distracting yourself with things that, well, you're trying not to distract yourself, actually. You're trying to focus on things that are important. But you have gotten so far in your spiritual development that you guys naturally are able to tune this stuff out. When people are acting funny or weird or strange or trying to compete with you, you give them nothing to work with. And there are people out there who just can't accept that it's time to move on, that you guys have just gone a different way in life, or a different path, or that you're just going to exist in a different, you're going to just exist in the way you want to exist. And if that bothers them, they need to just go figure out something else to focus on, basically. Unbothered, exactly. This is the part that got people shook, really. Because there has been multiple people going to readings, and I wrote actually down like this, the people that are coming through. I'm hearing ex-lover, past friend, work enemies, curious people, estranged family as well, people you cut off. And the number one thing that they are told is that you are moving on with your life. You are being brought to bigger and better things, and they shouldn't even be worried about you, basically. Because I know a lot of these people, especially these more manipulative ones, they will try to mask it as like, oh, this person I feel like is attacking me, or this person is my enemy, or this person, I want to know what they have going on, what they have planned against me. And any legit person that can see into the spiritual realm, or anybody with common sense, really, will tell these individuals that you guys are just trying to find peace in life. And for whatever reason, that can bother people, that you are just not on their mind. They're like, their ego can't handle it, basically. So yeah, there is an ex-lover here that is coming in very strong in today's message. And what I'm hearing is that this person is upset because they feel like you don't care about them anymore, and their ego is just invested in this, because of course they can reach out, or of course they can do other things. Some of you guys have this person blocked, or what's over is over, but for whatever reason their ego is so invested in this relationship, and they have gone to get a reading, or tried to even get a reading if this person's into that stuff, and they found out that you guys have moved on, or a new relationship, or something like that, or you're trying to just focus on yourself, and that's what got them shook, that you just moved on with your life. Crazy enough. Delusional effort. Yeah, exactly. Delusional is exactly the case. And as you guys move through your spiritual journey, you're going to learn that, like, seeing people as delusional and just laughing at them, moving on with your life, is going to be the most important thing. But again, you guys feel these people in your energy. And that's why I also advise a lot of you guys to keep doing your cleansing, your prayers, because you could be seeing people in your dreams. You could just be like having dreams of reconciliation and weird stuff that you guys don't even want to do. And it's because these people want that, and they're projecting that into your energy. And I tell you guys this as well, especially my people out there who love like doing tarot readings on people just out of curiosity, or doing tarot. And I know a lot of you guys don't have bad intentions, or some of you guys get readings done, or you see readings on your timeline about certain people and you want to click on them. But every time you go into someone's energy, you intertwine their energy with yours. And if you're trying to cleanse yourself of certain people's energy, as tempting as it is, don't try to do or get readings, even if you're bothered by it, because again, I'm confirming this for you guys through channeling and stuff, but you guys get what I'm saying. I'm not going to try to dig so hard into people's energies because I don't even want them to be present the way they want to be present in your life. Like, a lot of you have learned you got to wean off of even listening to readings about these people, because they're basically perpetuating what these people want, which is you to be thinking about them, you to be losing sleep about them. And I know a lot of you guys have been up at night feeling these energies and you want to know why. But the reason is because these people are thinking about you, but it doesn't mean you got to reconnect, doesn't mean you got to have them back in your life. And yeah, some of you guys, these people will reach out to you because they are hearing that you've moved on and they don't like that. A lot of people have their ego invested in things, which is really annoying, okay? But that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, and I hear you don't give an F. I'm really hearing that. A lot of you guys just don't give an F. Like, you're not even watching readings, you don't care. But from time to time, you get enough signs about certain people, you're like, okay, let me see what's up. Let me go to an old school Alice pick a card reading, okay? Let me see what's going on. And that's completely fine, but just don't overdo readings about people I'm hearing, because they want you to be thinking about them. A lot of people know you guys to be the spiritualist that you are, okay? They know you guys to be the intuitive one. They know they can manifest you. They know that you're sensitive. They know that they can get into your dreams. Like, people know you got that power where, like, people can actually, you can sense people. Like, they've known you to be like that. So if they can keep you present, then they're keeping themselves relevant, basically. And yeah, there is a darker message here. There is somebody who's definitely trying to manifest you or do spiritual work on you so that you contact them. And again, like, because a lot of you introduce the people to spirituality, or you attract kind of what you are, a lot of people aren't into this stuff. I'm hearing are closet spiritualists. I know it sounds crazy, but I know a lot of people out there, especially my masculine energies, not you guys here watching, of course, but I've known a lot of masculine energies to be like this. They don't want to admit that they're into this type of stuff, but low key or behind the scenes, they're trying to manifest or trying to do this type of stuff. Or there's some people who are out with it, right? I know that I have a lot of men here too in this channel, but mostly women. But anyways, it doesn't matter what someone's gender is. There are people that are also having spiritual gifts and they don't even really embrace it. So you do have an obsessive energy here of someone who is trying to manifest you guys. I'm going to look into it a little bit more. I've just been straight channeling today. I haven't even pulled any cards, but I know this to be very true. I'm seeing Destiny say that, yeah, if you know it in your soul to be true, then it is true. Like, and I feel like these type of messages, like, we kind of like brush off because we feel like, okay, that sounds kind of crazy. Someone's whipping out their deck of cards and trying to read me. Someone's going and paying their actual hard-earned money on somebody to get a read on me, or even worse, like magic done on me or something like that. But the truth is, yes, because you have people so obsessed with you guys that they will do anything to figure you out, try to outsmart you, get ahead of you. And the truth is that people always find out the hard way. You're divinely protected. And there are also people out there who will go to people that will confirm their delusions, unfortunately. But that's just a cycle that just repeats itself, regardless of what people doing. Like, you guys are just learning how to protect yourself, and that's going to be the best way for you guys to move forward, okay? Yeah, we got the high priestess here, of course. Of course, the high priestess comes through. So, again, you guys have spiritual gifts, right? But you also know a lot of people who have spiritual gifts. And unfortunately, some of you guys introduce people to spirituality. And now I'm not trying to call certain people out here because this has happened to me, whether it's a female friend or past people dated, whatever. You guys sometimes accidentally can do this where you introduce people, they see what you're doing, they think that it's cool, and then they start to pick up some of the things that you guys can do. And I am hearing that this could have been a past friend or someone who had turned into an enemy. Maybe you taught them what you knew, or you even like taught them about manifesting, or you taught them about card reading, and you're like, dang, did I create a monster here? Because this person could be doing this stuff on me now. And that's exactly what I'm seeing, you know? But again, you can't really out teach the teacher or outmaster the master. Like, you guys are the reason why a lot of these people know how to do what they can do or know about certain things. And yeah, these are for my super spiritual people out there. Yeah, I definitely hear that you guys have taught an ex, or you taught somebody, or at least introduced somebody to card reading, spirituality, um, even God for some of you guys. And I'm hearing that too as well, because certain people could be introduced to God, and they could just take it to a whole other level, like feeling like God is speaking to them and God is telling them about you guys and all this type of stuff, when in reality they're just delusional. Okay. It sounds crazy, but it's like somebody's definitely using spirituality to justify, like, trying to figure stuff out up about you, like trying to look you up, trying to figure out where you're at or what you're doing, which is completely against what they're supposed to be doing, which is leaving you alone and moving on with their life. Because again, if someone is not on your path anymore, there's a reason. And that's kind of the dark side to spirituality, especially with like all of it being out there. A lot of times people can consume a video, right? Or they can consume something online that says something that confirms a delusion, right? So we got some people out there who have been consuming content or even reading the Bible and interpreting it to their own delusion, which sounds completely insane, but that is what I'm hearing. Again, these people are not going on with this behavior without any repercussions. These people are getting karma. Don't worry, you guys are divinely protected. But I gotta let you guys know that there's gonna be times where you guys feel weird or strange because people are up in your energy, okay? But what else are people finding out about you guys? Because I know a lot of you are like, okay, a free reading. Like, let's see what people are finding out. Anything good? People are finding out about you guys that you have a lot of money coming your way, okay? That was something I channeled in that they're hearing. People are shook because they're hearing good things about you guys. Because even if, you know, your angels or the universe gave them a little hint of what you have going on, they're not going to tell them anything that is going to harm you guys. You guys are extremely divinely protected. So what they see is that you're doing well, that you're minding your own business, that you're resting, that money is coming in, that you are just avoiding them. That's another thing, like, as well. And they can try to twist it any way that they want, but that's exactly what is coming through as clear as day. Like, I got this card that says new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start, and stepping into new experiences. What people are finding out about you guys is that you just want a fresh start in life. And again, I don't know why that's offensive to certain people, but it is, because a fresh start means a start away from them. And some people cannot fathom the fact that you are walking away from them with no hard feelings. It's just the fact that you realize that your path is going in a new direction. There are people who think that you think that they are your enemy, or if you don't want to be around them anymore, it's because you have some kind of hidden agenda, when in reality, you just want a different path, or you guys are just not compatible, right? So I see that there is somebody here who wants to feel like you are out to get them, but you're not even that, like, they're not even that important to you guys enough for you guys to even be out to get. Well, first of all, it's not your nature, but second of all, they're not even that important to you. Like, there is straight up somebody, and I keep hearing it, who has gotten a reading done about you, and that's what they're hearing, that you want a fresh start in life, and they're just not that important to you. And it sucks to hear, but it's probably their own doing that got, like, them to that point. Or again, there is people out there, because you guys are light workers and healers. I'm gonna tell you this: there are certain people out there you guys you've never given a second thought to, that got obsessed with you guys. And shout out to my 8th house, my Scorpio placement people too as well, okay? Like, it's just like you showed someone a little kindness and they took it to the next level. And it's because you guys are different than a lot of people. And that's what brings people back to getting readings on you or getting to spirituality because of you. If you did not introduce them, something about you guys awakens people, awakens their souls, awakens them to a different level of being that they have never experienced before. I want to move forward peacefully. Yeah, I'm reading the comments. Yeah, I want to move forward peacefully. And toxic family members too. Yeah, toxic family I'm hearing too as well for a lot of you guys out there. You are being blessed. Okay, another thing I'm hearing as well is that one thing that people are finding out about you guys is that you are being blessed, okay? And this could piss some people off because they're thinking like, okay, I want to find out something bad that they have going on. Like, that's what I'm hearing. Someone is reading cards about you because they want to see you suffer. They want to see you miss them. They want to see you, just struggle. And I feel like there's someone here from your past that they want you to struggle. But the truth is that if they saw any struggle in your cards or in the messages they got about you, it's because of a big spiritual purpose that has nothing to do with them. Like, there's definitely somebody here who wishes that you would suffer because you guys broke up or your relationship with them ended, which is actually crazy, okay? It's crazy, but they may have got a little excited when they found out you guys were suffering a little bit, but it had nothing to do with them. You were suffering because you're focusing on that coin. You're suffering because you're putting yourself through some Saturn lessons, okay? You're putting yourself through a transformation that needed to be done, or you're going through a dark night of a soul. Like, whatever you're going through has nothing to do with them, and that pisses them off, okay? They want it to be all about them. Oh, you stopped posting because of them, or oh, you took a rest because their magic worked on you, or whatever. No, it has nothing to do with them at all. That's what they're being told. That's what God is telling them. That is what your angels are telling them. Hell, even their own spirit team is like, lay off of this person, okay? Like, they're going through their own stuff, and it's crazy because what I'm hearing for this person is that, like, they hope that they were the reason why you guys give up or you guys have stopped doing something, but in reality, you were not. You were a catapult to a change. I mean, maybe they were a catapult to a change that this person, like, okay, this person, I mean, they're annoying because they're, like, in my energy, but, like, they were a catapult maybe to a change that was going to happen regardless, okay? So you're not that important. You're not that special. That's what they're being told, okay? And the truth is that that's why you guys get attacked in this way. It's because of the fact that people compare themselves to you and your path, and it's not that you guys think you're better than anybody else or more special or more aware or more gifted or whatever. It's that you're so focused on your spiritual development and what you came here to do that you just shine in a different way. And these people have wasted so much time focusing on you, focusing on others, focusing on the negative stuff that they never actually got to the point where you guys have got to. And if you guys are going through something tough, it's never just because of one person or one situation. It's because of something spiritual, something deeper. And I feel for some of you guys, you may feel like somebody out there is the reason why you're at where you're at, or someone out there is the reason why you feel horribly, but it's really not. It's also just part of a transformation you're going through. And I'm hearing that once you're out of it, you will not be giving this situation a second thought. And that is what I'm hearing, that people are being told that you guys are leaving them in the dust, okay? Not only that, I'm hearing that, especially for my singles out there, my people who got out of a relationship, there's an ex-lover here, and they are being told that you guys are moving on to better and someone who actually cares about you, or you are in a new relationship with someone that cares about you and is looking after you and stuff. Like, people were hoping to find out something bad about you guys, but they're not. Another big thing I'm hearing is that anytime someone gets a reading done on you by someone genuine or in tune, they get told that you guys are the real deal. Like, I'm actually hearing that. Like, someone tried to get a reading done on you, and somebody, like, pulled cards or channeled in or prayed about you, and they're like, no, who is this person, like, that you're asking about? Like, can I meet them? Like, this is a gifted person here. Like, this is someone who has, like, a connection to the other side. This is someone who has connection to God. Like, what, like, you're asking me about this person? Like, no, this person is not doing anything to you. Like, because again, you got some people here who are confused or paranoid, right? And they're just going to go to whoever or talk to certain people about you. And you have genuine people out there, even people you haven't met, that are seers, that are able to see beyond the veil, that could be like, no, leave this person alone. As a matter of fact, get out of my office, because your energy is off and weird. And the fact that you're so worried about this person who I just channeled into, who I see is protected, who I see is a good person, is really odd, and it's really strange. Like, you do have a lot of people rooting for you. Any genuine person who's in tune defends you guys. Okay? But I'm hearing that, there is going to be some people out there who will go to certain people who are not in tune, who want their money. And it's an endless cycle. Just like you guys walked away from certain people because they didn't want to grow, they want validation, they want to hear what they want to hear, right? They're going to find people on that frequency, okay? And no one's going to be helping anyone. That person's going to take advantage of them for their money or whatever. But yeah, I know it sounds so far-fetched that you guys have people out here paying to get readings done on you, but that's the truth. Okay, there's another message here. I guess it's sweet depending on the individual, but there's someone who got a big time crush on you guys. I see this man card here. We got romance is in the air. Okay, so there's somebody here who is in love with you or thinks they're in love with you. They could think that you are their twin flame or something like that. You guys know I don't really believe in that because it could lead to a lot of craziness. I believe in divine unions that God has chose. I believe in soulmates. I believe in the fact that we have free will, and we can also develop strong connections with people with our free will. If they're in line with our path, God can take people off our path if they're not doing things right with their free will, okay? But you got someone here who thinks that you are their twin flame because of the way that they feel, and maybe they did some Googling and whatever, but the truth is that it really depends on your situation, but I think a lot of you do not feel the same way about this person. or you don't know them that well, or is this like someone far in the far past. But I always tell you guys, like, there are some delusional people out there, so you got to be careful. Losers. That's funny. Yeah. But yeah, this message is crazy. I do feel that. This message is crazy. But yeah, someone out there is thinking you're their soulmate, and you guys and they get a lot of readings done on you, and yeah, it's so funny because this card says just because they're hot doesn't mean they're spiritually aligned. Like, I also want a new layer to this. Like, just because someone is spiritual doesn't also mean they're spiritually aligned too. Because you got some spiritual people here. They are spiritual, but they're not in line with their path. And it's more of an ego-based attachment they have to you. They saw you, they thought you were hot, right? And that means you're automatically their soulmate. Like, they thought you guys were attractive, whoever this person is, okay? And yeah, you guys may be being asked out soon, but we got obstacles to overcome. Yeah, okay. Another thing as well that I feel that there's somebody here who is infatuated with you guys romantically, but they were also told by somebody, anyone with a brain honestly would tell this person this, but a reader told them that you're not interested because you literally like denied them. Like, they could have reached out or whatever, but it's strange. There's a lot of people that are romantically interested in you guys collective. I have channeled this a lot, and not everybody is going to be in your face or message you. You guys do have that leave me alone attitude, okay? You may have even told people to leave you alone or you're not interested, but people cannot accept that. You guys have also seen it as well in the spiritual community that just because someone rejects somebody doesn't mean they can let go. That's why we have a ton of love readings out here. And I believe that's a real thing too. You guys have also had, and I'm going to get to that, a past lover here who rejected you or didn't want to be with you or told you they didn't want you. And they actually did have feelings. They just wanted to hurt you, right? So there are people out there who think that about you guys, that you do care. You're just, not ready yet or not where you need to be at spiritually. Which is crazy because you guys are literally the epitome of being at where you need to be at spiritually. If anything, you're miles ahead of most people. But somebody has definitely got themselves a little confused here in the spiritual world, thinking that you're the one for them. So watch out for that, guys. You got some spiritual stock and energy here. But, and he says, I know exactly who this is. That is so funny. Yeah, you guys will laugh about this because it's like, it's funny when it's not that funny when it happens to you, honestly, but we kind of laugh about it. But it's also not funny when you got weird people in your energy field. You guys know what I mean? Like, it is really annoying. And, you know, yeah, somebody thinks that you guys are soulmates and meant to be. And they can continue to get readings done on you all they want, but they do not have access to your energy like that. So whoever they're paying or whatever they're doing here, they're only getting told the same things, that you guys don't care right now. You're focusing on yourself. Sometimes people deliver messages like in a nice way, but really that person should tell them they should just really stop taking their money, honestly. That's what I'm seeing, okay? Or for some of you guys, this person owns their very own tarot deck, which is just as dangerous because then they're going to interpret death, Eight of Cups, like, oh, they're just walking away from everything but me. No, that means they don't like that. It's over. It's done. It's never been, whatever, right? The great thing about spiritual stuff is that, like, we can interpret it any way that we want. Like, I'm mostly a channeler. I use the cards just like as a visual for you guys, or it helps a little jog my readings. But, when it comes to spiritual work, like, everything is up for interpretation. Like, we can all look at the same card and get a different message from it, and it doesn't make any one of us right or wrong, right? Yeah. I saw somebody say something about third parties too. We're going to get into that as well. I didn't even want to get there, but let me tell you guys, if you are on my channel members or my Patreon or whatever, I did an April prediction for pick a card on Patreon, and also my channel members on my pick a card. But also I channeled a message, and the third party was coming through like crazy. So I have to relate to you guys over here too. Like, third party, and I know it's so annoying, but I'm going to relay this message too. So you have somebody here who basically realize that they lost you, they're distraught, they're upset, and they are talking about you so much to a third party that it's gotten this third party obsessed with you guys. And there is a third party here that is potentially or actually thinking about getting readings about you, or is getting readings done about you, because they're thinking that their partner is having an affair with you, or they're thinking that their partner is going to cheat with you or is still in love with you, or that you're doing something, or you're doing magic, or you're doing work or whatever. And it's crazy that this stuff even happens, but sometimes, like, in people's relationships, when there's problems or issues, people need a scapegoat. And for some of you, that third party is like a family member of this person, or an ex, or a past lover, or even somebody you guys are dating, right? Third parties don't always have to be like love triangles. Like sometimes, and even more messy, it's like a friend or a family member of this person you guys are dating, which is so weird. But so we got maybe like, you know, somebody, and or someone you're involved with romantically or was involved with romantically, there's someone around them that is into spirituality, so they could be doing readings or getting readings done on you guys. And what they found, okay, so I feel like this is going to be like current tense. So some of you guys, this is going to happen, but some of you, this has happened. They have found out something that got them shook, okay? What they found out is this person was still in love with you, but they don't want to accept that, right? So they're thinking that you have to be doing something to make this happen, or this person is still obsessed with you or infatuated with you. Maybe not even the healthiness. Like, I'm kind of getting that this person got a reading done on you, and how their partner or their person or that person in their life, this could be like somebody that is upset that their son is in love with you, that their crush is in love with you, or maybe someone they're even with. I know that's messy, but I'm hearing third party, and it always comes up because I hate doing third party messages, but I feel like when there is a triangulation, that breeds that toxicity. And sometimes it's even that person that likes you that creates this toxicity, especially if they have narcissistic traits. They breed off of this energy. And when people go look you up, they see that you have a light. They see that you're shining. They see that you're beautiful. They see that you're amazing. You're talented. You're gifted. And it's really easy for people to use you guys in triangulation because it really gets people grinding their gears and scared. So if somebody is dating somebody and they're toxic, but they still have fascination with you, they're going to bring you up. So that person feels like they're competing with you energetically. And the truth about my light workers and healers, like when people look at you, they're like, dang, like I'm scared now. I don't want to compete with this person. Like there's something that I can't even put my finger on, right? And meanwhile, you guys can be minding your own business. People have used you guys for triangulation to make others jealous more times than you guys even know about, okay? So that's why you got people you barely even know, or third party situation people getting readings done about you or whatever, you know? Yeah. Have I ever marked any videos for kids? No, I don't think so. All right. So, stop blaming me. Yes, the retrograde is real. No, you're not responsible for all your BS. Yeah. Late to work, texted an ex, lost keys. Yeah. I kind of feel that this is kind of a joke on whoever this spiritual person is that is obsessing over you. I'm really getting a past friend here now. Like, I know I got that messy third party stuff, and we're going to put that to the side, okay? We're not going to talk about that right now, okay? But I see a past friend here, and I think you guys had someone in your life that was into spirituality, but they took it too far. Like, every time something happened, it was a retrograde, or they always blamed astrology on things, or they didn't really have any accountability, or they always were getting readings or getting readings done on people, or they kind of lived, they were spiritual, but they didn't use spirituality for growth. They used it for, okay, I have to say this too, and I've talked about this a lot. Like, spirituality could be a bit of an addiction for people, especially like card reading and stuff like that. Like, it kind of gives you a dopamine hit of validation, right? When you go to a reading and it tells you everything you want to hear. So you have a past friend here who like still is in that phase. Like, it's been years for some of you since you've talked to this person, but they're still obsessed. And unfortunately, as you guys progress and shine and gain success, and I feel like this is a prediction for a lot of you guys, this is going to happen even more because, you know, say that third party situation like it comes to fruition. It's because if somebody triangulates you and they show a picture of you or show that you're popping and popular, successful, right? That's gonna cause that person to be like, dang, you know, like people see you glowing and shining, and they get triggered by that just in general. So that's why you guys have a resurgence of past energies obsessing over you or thinking about you, because you guys are only getting more and more evolved. You're only getting more and more successful. You're only getting more and more into the person that you're meant to be. But I also predict for a lot of you guys, you're going to be shining even more. You're going to be looking at even better. You're going to be getting more success. I literally saw that. I mean, I have read for you guys that you're getting more finances, and your finances are going to be improving this year. But the fact that it's coming through in these people's readings, they're getting on you or doing on you, is crazy. Because people who are unhappy with themselves, sometimes they just want to see people fail. But another positive side to this is that there are people that are just curious about you because, again, you guys are spiritual. you definitely have touched a lot of lives. So there are people out there who check up on others, like spiritually speaking. And there are people praying about you, and there are people having nice dreams, like that are seeing that you're meant for bigger things. There are people that are getting visions about you, positive omens about you. You even have somebody in your life that is getting signs to help you, to support you. So not all of this is bad, guys. I have to say that. You have an overwhelming amount of spiritual protection. You have an overwhelming amount of like success coming your way, and you have a lot of angels around you. That is something that a lot of people get told too. But again, when people are delusional, when people are small-minded, when people are stuck in bad patterns or don't understand spirituality the way that they're meant to, they tend to misinterpret things, okay? So again, I do believe there are quite a few people here who own their own tarot deck coming through in this message today, getting reading done, you guys. Getting ready reading done on you. Guys, I'm tripping over my words, and I swear whoever these people are, they don't want me talking because I keep tripping over my words, okay? I'm definitely getting that some of you guys even gifted or gave your decks to these people, okay? Let me know who's watching. Who has given away a deck to a friend or a past person in your life, an ex, somebody, and you're like, here's my old deck. You know, I think you'd be great at readings or whatever. Little did you know, this person would be using this against you in the future. Now we laugh about it, but yeah. If not that, then a lot of you guys could have even introduced like these individuals to tarot card readings or showed them your favorite reader. Don't bring them to my channel. No, I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. But I threw away my decks. We'll never give them away. Yeah. For some of you, like, people went and purchased their own decks like after they saw you guys using them or whatever. And I see that there are some people here that saw that you guys got positive attention or support from being really good at doing readings. Or I feel like, again, I'm going to take this a step further because I don't think this is just about readings. It could be anything you guys are into that made you guys gain a lot of success or support. Like, there are people that are trying to do those things to be you or be like you, but it just is not hitting the same way, okay? And for whatever reason, they think that you're preventing them from succeeding, and they blame you for them being at where they're at. And I do believe there's some people that weren't initially into spirituality, but after your relationship with them ended, they got bad karma for treating you horribly, right? They got terrible karma, and they have sleepless nights and demons they brought into their own life by just being dark individuals, right? But all of a sudden, they want someone to blame for the way their life is turning out. And they knew you were into spirituality, so you must be doing something to them, or you must be out to get them, or you must be sending them bad energy. So now they have to go out of their way to try to confirm that. And then the craziness begins, right? But there is a few people here that were stopped in their tracks because God led them to a spiritualist or a reader that was honest with them and told them, no, this has nothing to do with you. I mean, this has nothing to do with my collective, okay? And everything to do with whatever you were doing, okay? And there are people here as well, you guys have known, that were messing with spirituality, but not in a positive way, okay? Too late, I show all my friends your channel and an ex fling. Oh my god, twinkle smile, please. No, I'm joking. I'm kidding, okay? Yeah, I love when you guys, all jokes aside, I love when you guys share my channel with your friends, your family. There has been a couple times people have been on my channel memberships or Patreon be like, oh, my friend recommended me, or people back in the day when I do readings a lot, people would suggest other people, and I'm completely okay with that. But guys, I've done it to myself, okay? I have helped a lot of people, root for them, put them on, and they ended up being my biggest op. I have done it many times, okay? I have taught people spiritual things, showed them stuff, and I'm like, did I just create a monster? But I also believe everything happens for a reason, and I don't believe that people can just get away with using spiritual stuff or using your own magic against you, right? But I really feel like some of you guys taught people your magic, you taught people your talents, your gifts, you taught people how to do things a certain way, and they automatically corrupted it, your teachings, right? They corrupted it, they made it bad, wrong, they used it for their own benefit, and you're like, wait a minute, this is not why I got into this, okay? And some of you guys, there were people who laughed in your face, were like, haha, I don't believe in that. Yeah, I'm not doing that. And then they went home and tried to figure out their own way and trying to do their own sorcery. And it's like, yo, like, you don't even know what you're doing, okay? And you got a good amount of people that just, especially third-party situations, who don't like you from afar because they see what you are, they see what you can do, and they're jealous of it. And this isn't this is masculine energies, feminine energies I'm hearing. There are a good amount of masculine energies here getting readings done on you guys or getting into spirituality as a way to like attack you guys, okay? Because they see that you're spiritual and they feel like they can get to you in that way, which is weird, okay? God gives you gifts, use them for good. Exactly, okay? And that is the major thing that people are also finding out, that you are genuine, okay? You're genuine, your gifts are genuine. You're here for a purpose. You're divinely protected. If people mess with you, they're going to get karma, okay? And not only that, you are genuine with your relationship with them, and they fumbled it, okay? So we love the fact that there's honest people out there. And I feel, again, for my people out there who live in a more logical based reality where your friends or family are definitely not doing anything spiritual, so you think, then they're just trying to talk about you to others or trying to get advice, or maybe even talking to their therapist about you, where their therapist said, listen, I just think that this person is moving on with their life. Like, I do feel some of you out there, you don't need to worry, okay? Like, you're non-believing in spirituality ex probably never touched this stuff, but they could be obsessing over you in a different way, because everything is spiritual at the end of the day too. I also feel that there are certain people out there, they don't realize that they're obsessing spiritually even when they're not tapped in, because they're just tapped in with their gifts that they're not using, right? If that makes sense. So you've got people out there trying to say that, yeah, you have an ex here that's talking to their therapist saying that you could have caused their downfall because of something you did or said or to them that hurt their feelings. But you got people out there telling these people, professionals telling these people, that they need to cut it out, okay? That you're not doing anything. You're not against this person or whatever, right? Yeah. I'm full blooded. What's that mean? He blocked contacting me. Yeah, a lot of you guys have situations where your exes are past lovers, need therapists. So I'm glad they're getting the help that they need, especially if their therapist is telling them, like, okay, you need to stop focusing on this ex from 5 years ago. Like, I know they said something that hurt your feelings, but it's time to move on, okay? It is crazy. There are therapists out there that are honest, because I've had people in my life in red flag, red flag. There was like more than once. I know two people. One was a masculine energy, one was a feminine energy. Completely separate people. Matter of fact, people didn't even like each other. They hated each other when they met, which makes sense. But they have both told me on separate occasions that a therapist told them they had narcissism or narcissistic traits, which is actually crazy, because I always thought sometimes narcissists like go to therapist and the therapist gets tricked by them because they're just feeling sorry for themselves. And a lot of times therapists sit and like just like tell people what they want to hear or whatever. But there are therapists that are actually honest, and there has been more than one like person in my life. One friend I told they should get a therapist, and the therapist told them that they have narcissism. And there was another person that told me like, oh, my therapist told me that I'm a narcissist. And I'm like, dang, there's actually people getting diagnosed with that. Like, this is real, okay? And the reason why I talk about this is because this is like, there are people out there who can see the truth in others. So if somebody is telling you guys that, you better believe them, right? And the reason I'm saying this to you guys is because you do have exes and past lovers actually getting reality checks where people are saying to them like, you have narcissistic traits. Like, this person did not do anything to you. And even through your own manipulative version of this story, I could tell that this person did not do anything to you, okay? Because even people who are not doing stereotypical spiritual work could have spiritual gifts. I always say this as well. Like, there are plenty of light workers and healers out there who do not know that they're light workers and healers. Like, they don't identify as that. They don't know that they're chosen ones or gifted by God. They're just out here doing the work and having gifts to see through the bullshit. So you got people out there who are able to sit down and give people who have given you hell reality checks. And that is something that will help you guys sleep at night, because it really does actually happen. Okay? That's something I want you guys to know. Like, even if this message sounds woo-woo, but I know a lot of guys out there, this message is not woo-woo, okay? Because you have seen people do this to you. You feel it. You sense it. And it's not so far-fetched that if you shared a love for spirituality with people and you fell off, that they're going to use this stuff against you, because people do not understand that spirituality is not something you can just throw around or use to attack people. It's just a way to grow yourself and get closer to God. But, you know, we'll move on from that. Okay? It is crazy though, yeah, that all this stuff happens, but yeah. So one thing I want to say too is that there's a lot of people out there who are realizing that they should just leave you alone, or they are going to find out the hard way that they should just leave you alone through God, through their angels, through the universe, through your angels, or through these spiritualists or therapists that they are going to, okay? And another thing I'm hearing as well is that you are getting good karma for just minding your own business and moving on with your life. Because with these friends, these past lovers, these people you cared about, you've done nothing but try to help them. And what did you get for it, right? A lot of you just feel like that's going to be your life, like helping people and getting, you know, having to cut them off and then them sending you negative energy. Like you're sick of it, right? But the truth is that you are divinely protected and a lot of great stuff is going to be happening. So keep up the good work, okay? That's what I'm hearing. And also, there is like a past person here. And I'm seeing work enemies too as well. But this could be someone who was convinced you were out to get them. They paid a lot of money for like a very well-renowned like psychic, or I'm going to hear a therapist again. So some of you guys, this could be more of like a logical message just to tell them that you were innocent, okay? That is the one thing that has shocked people, and I have no idea why. And it's because you guys are light workers and healers, and you're powerful, that people automatically assume that because you have gifts, you're using it for evil. No, the reason why you guys are so powerful is because you are gifted and you use it for good. And all of you just spend most of your time protecting yourself and minding your own business, but you are innocent. That's what got someone shook most of all. Finding out and spending money on a reader just to find out you are innocent, that you're minding your own business. Not only that, you have prayed for this person and wanted the best for them. And honestly, they were sick to their stomach when they heard that, because not only did they feel like a dang fool, but also they realized they're going to get karma for conjuring up whatever they did against you. Some of you guys, it was more like they slandered your name, but for some of you it's more spiritual, like they did something, spiritual towards you, black magic, stuff like that, right? And they're realizing, dang, like not only did I attack somebody, but I attacked somebody who was innocent and they were genuinely trying to help me. And I don't know, special place in hell for that person. No, I'm not gonna say that. Only God can judge, but no, I'm joking. But seriously, sometimes it really does feel like that. Like what is wrong with these people, I know a lot of you guys have had the heartbreak of trying to help somebody and finding out that they're your op and that they just were trying to tear you down. You're like, dang, not only did I care about you, but I was actually trying to help you, and this is how you treated me. But it goes full circle when they have to go and sit with themselves, because we've done many readings about how these people are having nightmares and getting karma. But there are certain people here who are realizing that they were wrong through others, whether it was them healing and actually doing the work like with their mental health, or through spiritual means, okay? Because I do believe that there are certain people that when they're going through a tough time, they get a little delusional or whatever, and they start projecting, and they realize when the dust settles that they mess with the wrong person. Hey Hannah, how's it going? Sorry, I just got here. That's fine. Whenever you can get here, okay? I don't mind. And welcome in all the people that just got here. You can always restart the video. All the time for my live shows, I just cut off the intro like the next day, so you guys just get right into the message. But yeah, these readings are timeless. You can watch them back as many times as you want. I don't care. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's the craziest thing that people have found out about you guys that has gotten them shook. Like, there's so many things, but the fact that people have just found out that you were innocent and that you're a good person, that you're genuine, that, you are someone who has a huge purpose, that you're someone who's divinely protected, okay? Yeah. And there are a lot of people out there who are aware that you guys are smart and strategic. So people may think that they have to do this to one-up you, or to succeed more than you, or to be better than you, or whatever. But a lot of these people have found out that you guys are just minding your own business, because God is doing that work for you, protecting you, having you back, and you guys are one step ahead. And they realize that it's a spiritual protection that keeps you guys one step ahead. And also, you guys stay with your head in the books, studying, learning, becoming the best version of yourself. I always say I'm a life path 7. There's a lot of you guys out there who are just literally so dedicated to learning, to growth, or at least to yourself, in a non-selfish way. Like when you guys are out around people or doing your thing, you love helping others and it's natural for you. But when you're by yourself, you want nothing more than to turn the lights off and recharge your energy. That is what I'm seeing that you guys are up to. Like people are wanting to find out what you guys are up to, what you're doing, what you've been at. You're minding your own business. You're recharging your energy. Thank you so much for the super chat. Boy is Hoko. Sorry, I butcher people's names. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Hey, Sage, how's it going? Thank you again to my moderators for being here. Yeah, it is crazy that people are just finding out you guys mind your own business, and that's a shock. But okay, let's see what else people find out about you guys. Okay, people who have gotten readings done on you by legit readers. I always have to say this because this message has two parts to it. There are people who are getting readings done by people who are telling them what they want to hear, and there are people who are getting readings done by real people here who are just doing their job, okay? Another crazy thing that people are being told that they are so shook about is that how powerful your gifts are. Like, people thought that they were going to go get a reading done on you guys and find out something bad about you. But what they found out, if you heard the readings that this person or these people have gotten on you, you guys would be gassed up, okay? Because what these people have been told is that not only you guys gifted, but you don't even know what you can do, and you haven't even reached your full potential yet, and you're meant to go farther and longer and reach more than you even have, and that you should be believing in yourself, and that actually people like them should are the reason why you guys are not, I want to say not where you're at, where you're meant to be at, but the people like them are people that you guys should be avoiding, basically. Like, I definitely see that they have interpreted this in a way where they tell it to the person in the way that they should hear it. But basically that you guys, your biggest flaw is being held back by people like them. Yeah. Past friend I'm really hearing, or like, or somebody who wanted to do work with you or get into a partnership with you or something like that. Like, revolving around work, or revolving around your purpose, or a past friend who was into what you guys were into, or something like that. Yeah. And you guys even have a past friend here, or past people in your life who weren't initially into spirituality. I have to keep saying this. The reason why these people are also getting readings done is because after you guys have left, like, people feel like a spiritual void is missing. You guys bring that light into people's lives, and then when you're gone, it's like that light is gone, and they're left looking for answers. And that's when they're meant to have those spiritual transformations of their own soul searching. But of course, they're still seeking outside of themselves, trying to go to people, trying to talk about you to others, so on and so forth. I feel scared spiritually when I seek reading on somebody, even when I mean well. Yeah, Busra, that's another thing too. I do feel like, and this is another thing as well, like doing readings on people is like playing with fire a little bit. I do feel like it's intrusive, and we don't really have permission to dive in people's energies, and that's why I don't do it as much anymore, especially like on my pick a card channel, because it definitely feel the same way sometimes, Busra. I only do it with the intent to help the people that come to the channel, and I try not to do anything too intrusive, but I'm sure I have, honestly. Yeah, a lot of you guys, you should feel that way. And the fact that you guys feel that way and you're handling doing readings or getting readings with that amount of care is a really good thing. But there's a lot of people out there who don't feel that way. They feel entitled to your energy. They feel entitled to what you have going on. And we have done many messages about how a lot of you guys are going in hermit mode. You're being mysterious right now. You're not really showing so much of yourself. And it's gotten people pressed and pissed off because they want access to your energy. Yes, they want to find out what you're doing. Yes, they want to find out what you have going on. But more importantly, people want to latch onto you guys because your energy is so strong and so powerful that it is an energy source for others who are disconnected from God, their angels, the universe, that they have to latch on to people like you guys to get their energy source. So you guys have gone inward just as a way of cleansing yourself, cutting cords, and doing your own thing. So that is why these people are resulting to doing whatever it takes to try to reattach that cord, okay? And you guys try to dive into people's energies. If you do it, it's for clarity. And that's what I was saying before in the beginning of this message. Be careful, because some of these people want you to be reading them so that they can get latched onto your energy again. And that's why they are doing these manifestation things, or getting readings done on you, or even doing their own readings, okay? They want there to still be a cord, okay? and I know it's a little complicated, but for those that understand energy, know that like, yeah, you should use caution and protection when you're diving into people's energies. And you have to do it with a level of detachment because you will carry that energy with you or even others' energies when you're doing readings. And that's why some of you guys have even accidentally been involved with situations with people you don't even know because say you're doing a reading on somebody, they're bringing in all these energies for you to read on, and then you're latched onto dark things that you didn't even know really what it was. Someone just came to you and asked you for advice on things. And yeah, so that's what I'm hearing for you guys, that a lot of people are being told that you guys are meant for bigger and better things. The main message here is that you guys are spiritually gifted, but God has a plan for you guys that is hidden, okay? Another big thing, and I should have mentioned this in the beginning of the message, the most important part of your guys' purpose, your life, what's next, is hidden. As much as people try to pry, get readings on you, figure you out, see what you have going on, they cannot learn what only God knows, okay? So there are people trying to figure out your next move when you don't even know your next move, okay? And that's what makes you guys special and unique. The reason why you always seem to know what's going on or you know what to do next. You don't. You're just trusting God and you're taking that leap and creating as you go. And that's people are finding out that as much as they try to pry, they get access denied, blocked. The only thing that they're being told or hearing is either from a delusional person that is trying to feed them their ego, or they're being told what they're meant to hear, to leave you alone, that you're gifted, that you're shining, that you're healing, and that you want nothing to do with them, okay? And that they should just focus on their own path, okay? And there has been situations where people have had to be harsh with others who have there's basically a situation where people had to be harsh and tell somebody to cut it out because they have asked for too many readings about you or care too much about what you have going on, that it raised a red flag. Or in the more like I said before, in the more traditional sense, in the less spiritual sense, there are people that they have been told by their therapist or family members or people who cared about them that they need to stop talking about you, they need to stop obsessing about you, that they are becoming a problem, that they are becoming obsessive, that they need help, okay? That is what people are finding out, that the people who wrong you end up being the ones that need to get help more than anything else. And if you were a trigger for that, then I guess you served your purpose too. But it is kind of crazy that you do have a lot of divine protection. You may not always see it. You guys always see the crazy or the people lashing out in front of you, and whatever you've gone through, you walk away, you don't look back. But you don't always see what happens behind the scenes where you are very spiritually protected, and God, your angels in the universe, has everything in its power to protect you or to let people know that they can still change, that they can still have an epiphany, that they can still apologize, even if you guys want nothing to do with them. They can still make peace with what they did to you and be a better person, okay? That it's not too late to change. And the biggest energy that coming through is God. Like, basically, God is trying to speak to a lot of these people and saying that they need to get into prayer. They need to get to church. They need to lay off the cards, lay off the card reading, and get to church. Because they have no business doing spiritual work. They have no business going to spiritual readers. They have no business diving into things and people that they know nothing about. They have no business doing spiritual work. Like, compared to you guys who know what you're doing or whatever. Some of you guys don't even do spiritual work, but you just embody this energy and you're like, please leave me alone, right? Like, that's what God is trying to tell a lot of these people. Like, leave me alone. Like, basically. Like, well, leave you guys alone, but that's what I'm hearing. Like, leave me alone. Like, that's what I feel your energy is trying to speak to these people. And, you know, God has helped conveying that message. Like, they should be, honestly, a lot of people need to just lay off anything that's not God or Bible going to church, okay? That's what I'm hearing. And even then, some of them would just end up using that as a weapon. Because some of these people are just unhealthy, okay? Hi, Alice. Oh, thank you so much, Playful Dimples. Thank you so much for the donation. And I'm just keeping it real, guys. Like, not everybody can handle spirituality in the way that you guys can. And I say this before, like, I've said this before, I should say, a million times, that if people spend a day in your shoes, they would lose their minds because they cannot handle having gifts. You guys know how much it could be really taxing on your energy, how it could be draining, how feeling people's energies can make you feel like you are going mentally insane, how you pick up on everything, how it's glamorized by others who don't go through it, right? And again, there's a past friend, or I'm seeing past friend work on me because someone you guys interacted with who wants your life, they want what you have, they want your gifts, but they couldn't even handle the first like step The first step in this spiritual journey is being able to isolate yourself, being able to cut off from things that are of this world, even if that means taking time out for friends, family, validation, social media, right? They couldn't even, or male validation if it's a woman, or female validation if it's a man, right? Whatever. They couldn't even handle the first step in the journey, okay? So they're nowhere at where you guys are at. And that's another reason why people don't even understand or can touch you guys energetically, because you're just on a different level and people don't even understand that it was hard for you guys to go through these transformations, but you did it, okay? And a lot of these people have not even taken the first step. All they can do is whip out a deck of cards or go watch a reading online that validates their delusions, and that's what I'm hearing, or, talk to people around them about you. Got earn enough lettuce to support your shoe fetish? Fergalicious, great song. I love the Black Eyed Peas, okay? That was a random, but honestly, love it. I'm reading the comments. I realize that when people watch this in playback, they're probably like, what is she talking about? Because I'll be like channeling to the message and I'll be like saying something completely random. Or I'll be reading somebody's comment and it just sounds like I just added that in there. Yeah. So guys, keep doing what you're doing. I see a lot of success headed your way. You got a lot of people that have crushes on you, and on the more lighter front, I do believe there's people here, if you are single, that are going to reach out to you that are just going to be normal about it and not going in roundabout ways to get your attention. So I do see that. And as well, I see that there are past energies that don't have the balls to reach out to you, so they're just going to obsess over you. There's a lot of people out there that have a high level of attraction to you guys, and that's why you're always going to have this weirdness, okay? You're always going to have this weirdness of people prying into your energy, being obsessive over you, wanting to see what you have going on. And the funny thing as well is that, yeah, there's enemies. Yeah, there's people that are just curious. But the biggest thing I'm seeing for a lot of you guys is that the people that are looking into your energy are people that have crushes on you. They want to see if you're single. They want to see what you have going on. They want to see if you're in a relationship, if you guys are going to break up soon and they can slide on in there. They want to see exes that want to see if you guys still have feelings for them. Like, this is mostly what people are asking about. Then that is tea, okay? Because I know a lot of you guys are like, that is weird as hell. But you guys have that energy where people see you as ideal partners, divine masculine, divine feminine. Like, you guys got that energy where a lot of times people want you guys, but they don't really have what it takes to actually be a good partner to you guys. So they just kind of get obsessive and cope with that in a weird way, or get a fix of your energy in a weird way. And that's how a lot of people end up trying to get access to you guys, by spiritually trying to dive into your energy, whether it's through tarot readers online, YouTube, their own readings, bought their own deck, or just talking about you to keep the memory alive, okay? There is an ex here that feels like you guys are the one that got away, and they feel like you guys are going to meet again and cross paths, blah, 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 blah. I know a lot of you are just kind of over that because you want to move on to bigger and better, but because if something didn't work out, there's a reason. But I know a lot of you, the people we're talking about here is people you guys have rejected, okay? They're people you guys just don't want anything to do with. And you're like, why are you so obsessed, okay? Yeah, you want to stay away from them. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, and this is the main message that a lot of people are just going to get the more that they pry. That their time with you has come to an end, okay? It's okay to remember the good parts, or, dream about you if they want. And if you guys are creating content or doing something with your life, they can watch from afar. A lot of you guys are artists, musicians, writers, spiritualists, YouTubers, TikTokers. They can watch from afar and boost your algorithm, okay? That's the best they could do. I know some of you guys block these people, but this doesn't mean they're not going to make another account and watch you. You got a lot of people that are obsessed with watching you guys and not exactly interacting or even messaging you. You got a lot of people that just want to be a part of what you guys have going on in your energy because of what you guys are. So, use it to your benefit. Don't take it as like something that is going to stop you from succeeding. They cannot. If anything, the way that people obsess about you guys, the way that people are focused on you, is a sign that you're meant for bigger things, okay? And not only that, if your haters want to boost your algorithm, they can go ahead and do that too. I wish you could block on YouTube. Oh my god, yeah. Me too, because sometimes I get some crazy comments. I really don't care though. You guys, like, I really mind my own business. Like, and most of my comments are so positive. I actually read a lot of the comments, if not all of them. You guys leave because I try to be very down to earth. What I do here, I want to see the feedback, whatever. But once in a while, I get a crazy comment or a comment that's just out of left field, and I'm usually like halfway through writing a little response, and I just delete my response. I'm like, you know what? Not even worth it. Like, you guys are like the same as me. You're like, even arguing is not worth my energy, you know? Like, arguing is not worth my energy. And, like, that's, like, what essentially the energy that you guys embody that people are also picking up on. And it drives them crazy because you won't even be bothered to go back and forth with people anymore or at all. Because you realize, like, what you do is for the people that like you, the people that support you. If someone is a friend or family member or you're dating them, then they are entitled to, in a way that you can communicate with them, and that line of communication is open and you guys can actually just be normal with each other. But are there people out there who can't text or call you because you blocked them? Or there's people out there who rather stalk you than message you when they can actually just do that? Then you want nothing to do with those types of people, okay? And there are situations where you can, you know, be in conflict with somebody, but if they don't want to resolve it and they want to go outside of you to do that, then they're not really people you guys want to have in your life anyway, okay? You get to a point where you can say, okay, next, and laugh it off. Exactly, Sage. Call back your power, yes. And that's why I want to remind you guys, I am going to end this message today. 444, watch, look at that. And then we got 444 here. 444, you guys are divinely protected, but we're going to affirm that. I'm calling back my power from every person and situation that has gotten a reading on me or done a reading on me, okay? In Jesus' name, amen. I gotta add my Jesus in there. But if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. But yeah, affirm that to yourself out loud, type it out, whatever. And also, I cut every cord from every person and situation that is not of my higher interest, okay? So that is the message I have for you guys today. You guys know it takes constant work to continue to rid yourself of these energies. People are continue to obsess. People are continue to want to know what you guys have going on. And you don't have to give anyone access to you that you don't want to. There's going to be people who try, but they're going to find out the hard way that you guys are very divinely protected. And the most that they're ever going to be able to do is maybe get in your energy field a little bit, but a little prayer and a cleanse will just sweep them right away, okay? So keep up the good work, guys. And again, if you're ever feeling down or drained or like you want to give up, just rest, cleanse, cord cut, and tomorrow is a new day, okay? Because sometimes these energies can really affect us, but they'll never stop what God has put us here to do, okay? So I want to leave you guys with that message. Thank you guys again for being patient with me. I know I haven't really going live as much. I've been in a big rest season, so thank you guys so much for understanding. And yeah, and thank you guys for the prayers, the love, the support, those that did super chat, and wherever you support me or however, if you're new here, hang out with me some more, okay? And I'll see you guys all next time.